The second school project request comes from Cook County Independent School District 166. Chris Lindholm, Superintendent, is joined us at the table for questions. The agency is recommending $5 million to Cook County Independent School District for construction of an athletic and activities complex. The project includes improvements to Arrowhead Center for the Arts, a new football field, softball field, and multi-use artificial turf field, running track, field event space, a bus garage, indoor learning space, concession, storage, parking, bleachers, a scoreboard, and sound system. In the November 4th, 2024 election, voters approved referendum question 1, which funds essential K-12 building improvements, including security upgrades, cafeteria, common area renovations, classroom and bathroom improvements, a new gymnasium with a fitness center and health safety center, ADA accessible playground, solar panels for energy savings, and deferred maintenance, HVAC, windows, doors, flooring, paving, etc. Referendum question 2, however, did not pass and would have funded the athletic and activities complex. On November 4th, 2025, local citizens will have the opportunity to vote on the ballot measure. Prior to the 2025 election, the district is seeking alternative funding from resources to reduce the financial burden on local taxpayers to ensure Cook County students and the broader community have access to robust athletic and performing arts programs. In addition to the agency funding request, the district is exploring other grant opportunities and construction sales tax exemptions to further offset the project costs. As one of the largest geographic school districts in Minnesota, with only one neighboring district, Cook County has limited open enrollment options. The district must directly provide most educational, athletic, and extracurricular opportunities to its students. To qualify for funding from the agency's Iron Range Schools and Community Development account, the following milestones must be met. Approval from the Commissioner following consultation with the Board, project approval by the Minnesota Department of Education, which then anticipated submission date of July 9th, 2025, successful passage of the local voter referendum on question 2 in the November 4th, 2025 election, and submission of a final project budget and timeline following the referendum approval. And the sources of use, as you can see, the agency has $5 million toward a approximately $38 million project in Grand Marais. Mr. Chair, stand for any questions.
We have testimony.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Commissioner, and thank you, members of the board. It's a treat to be here, and I also want to thank Roy and Whitney for their help in the application process and just sorting through all the different steps along the way. It has been a journey, as you heard from Roy, the district engagement or referendum back in November 2024, which was overwhelmingly successful in question 1. We're super proud of the work that we have going on right now as we bring our building up to speed with ADA compliance, special ed facilities, a new commons area, new secure entrance, single-use bathrooms, and all the things that are going to make a building that was originally built in 1952 bring it up to speed into 21st century standards. So we're really excited about that. Question 2 did not pass by just under 2%. And that was disappointing, especially for our 80 kids that are out for track, who don't have track and they don't have long jump pits. They run the streets of Grand Marais. It's really fun to watch. Up the hill and back down the hill, right? And for our softball team that doesn't have a field on campus to be able to have a home turf right there in that multi-use school would be a big deal for our school district. Now, a really big point for Grand Marais is our spring sports often don't get started until about a month or 2 after they're supposed to start because of natural turf fields and the weather that we have. And the artificial turf would allow us to start our seasons earlier, plow it, as well as use them nonstop, meaning it doesn't have to sit empty 85% of the time to rest on natural turf field. And then in addition, the investments into the auditorium is a really big deal for our arts community. And if you've been to Grand Marais, you've been to Cook County, you know that the arts are a big part of the culture of our community. Being able to reinvest in that and bring that up to speed, since that was built in the early 90s, is on the high priority list. Our board, when that failed, question 2 failed, asked me to sharpen the pencil and seek alternative funding sources to see if we can pass what narrowly did not pass. By bringing in some matching funds of some kind and then go back to our voters in November. So that's what we've done. And I'm super grateful that IRRRB has been open to helping us walk through that process. And hopefully that it's enough to get it over the finish line in November of 2025. So with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Lindholm. Other questions from the board? Gary?
Okay, he's my constituent. The issues, like when I read through your program here and everything. The question I had, how much did it lose by, and is it worth going after again? And 2% is winnable. Again, the biggest problem we have with the North Shore, specifically Cook County, is there's 5,639 people for the whole county. The whole county. And when you start taxing for everything, and the way the legislature is going now, if PILT and all these other things get hit, it's sometimes overwhelming. But again, you're getting more and more. How many new units of housing are coming into town?
Just under 130 right now, right?
So there's some growth coming, and so I don't know why we wouldn't want to invest in this right now. So thanks the staff for putting this together.
Yeah, any comments, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to echo what you just said, Representative Scrava, about enrollment. As a matter of fact, we're one of the few school districts in rural Minnesota with projections to grow by well over 50 kids in the next 10 years. I think that's low. I think it'll be between 50 and 100. And to Representative Eagle's point in the earlier testimony, we do have an $800 per pupil operating levy. And if the seasonal rec bill does pass, this would basically not cost our taxpayers $1.